Hi guys, a new video. This is a fairly different video than usual, but it's always tech stuff. So I think if I can help someone, it's always a pleasure to me. So I decided to make this video, even though it's different from the cathodic, roadmap of my channel. This is a motherboard taken by a Acer Veriton pre-assembled computer. The model is the X2631G. As you can see on the picture, it's a mini ETX motherboard which came pre-assembled for office, use in general. It was my father's computer, and I decided to take the motherboard and RAM. It fitted with DDR3 16 gigabyte of RAM. Because I wanted to upgrade the processor, okay, using of course, the original stock cooler. It was shipped with Windows 8 and not Windows 7. I don't know if it's worth mentioned, but I know that this pre-assembled computer were shipped both with Windows 7 and Windows 8. And actually, this was the later version, so it was shipped with Windows 8 pre-installed, and it was produced, as you can see on the photo, on the 2014, during the year of the 2014. The stock CPU that was assembled together with this particular configuration was the Pentium G3220. Always an Haswell processor, but I wanted to upgrade. I was using not this processor actually, but another processor, which was the Haswell Refresh Intel Core i5 4460S, and I don't know if it's worth mentioning, but this particular version of this motherboard supports natively, so with no BIOS upgrade. I never touch anything about this motherboard, so it's stock, completely stock. It supports natively and with no whatsoever problem the Haswell Refresh version of the CPU of Intel, because the 4460S, or even though not S, are the refresh version of the Haswell that was, I think, produced and distributed in the second quarter of the 2014, while the Haswell processor was of the 2013 year, was presented and distributed. So basically, this motherboard, which is a H81 H3, the chipset is the H8081 H3 AD version 1.0. Actually, out of the box, is completely and fully compatible with all the Haswell processor on the market. So I'm quite sure that can support even the Xeon processor. I wanted to upgrade it because I will use with a RX 580 AMD GPU, and using that I need the fastest processor that I can mount on it, which is actually the Core i7 4790, which is a great processor, but actually the used price of that is crazy, like 90 euros or something like that. So I wanted to buy and to try the Xeon processor. This is a Xeon 1270 V3 processor, which is basically a 4790 Core i7. The only difference is, I think, 100 megahertz difference, that this is 3.5 and base clock and 3.9 boost clock, while the 4790 is 3.6 and 4 gigahertz, but basically it's the same. 4 cores, 8 threads, and this doesn't have the multiplier. The multiplier is locked, so you cannot overclock, but I don't care at all. and there is no iGPU, of course. But again, I don't think none of us will try to upgrade this kind of process, this kind of motherboard and system with a CPU that have to has like a iGPU integrated, because we use a dedicated GPU. So no, I don't care at all about that. But the price is very, very good, because I paid 25 euros, including shipping, from AliExpress, and the processors seem perfect. So I'm quite sure they can be perfect. But I really don't know if this motherboard, because a lot of information you don't have about this motherboard. So I'm quite sure it can support it, but unless we don't try, we don't know at all if it's perfect or not. So let's swap the processor, and let's see if it works or not. Okay, so let's try it. Let's just pull it up. Oh, I heard the voice of the BIOS, and perfect. That's it. As you can see, it works flawlessly. Great. The BIOS just see me perfectly. The processor, Xeon E1270V3 3.5 gigahertz. That's great. That's great, guys. Okay, so let's try maybe one or two benchmark so we can see if it works correctly or not. And here we are with the Geekbench 6. It recognizes perfectly the processor, and I'm testing it now. And here we are with the score, which are absolutely great and fine. Even better than I expected. Anyway, well, you can see here Xeon V3, 4 cores, 8 thread, and maximum and minimum base frequency and the maximum frequency perfectly recognized. So guys, I hope I could help someone in case he wanted to upgrade and he has the same Acer, the same platform. If you like it, just subscribe the channel, and thank you so much.